Marvel has no intention of learning. None. They do not care, people. They do not care. It doesn't matter to them how much money they lose. It doesn't matter to them how badly they keep bombing. It doesn't matter to them how much fans walk away. They are determined to ride this horse straight into whatever wall they're going into. That's it. They don't business at all. Now, when the talk first came out that, the MCU was going to be doing Fantastic Four, I was very critical of it because I said quite openly, there is no way they are going to put 4 white people on the screen, not in current day Marvel, where everything is 100% to 100% to 1000% woke as hell. They don't care that, these characters are iconic. No. The last Fantastic Four movie that came out was an unmitigated disaster. They race swapped Johnny Storm, but that was one thing. The movie itself was absolute and utter garbage. That's the way to put it. But no, they don't care about that. Now, the rumor that came out beforehand is what they were planning to do with Sue Storm. She was basically going to be a woman who hates her husband and wants to do things on her own, and the movie is supposed to be centered around her because, everybody and everything else is just a bunch of a-holes and, needs to be all woman power. Well, the new rumors come out as to who they found to play the new cockified version of Reed Richards, and boy, oh boy, they can't wait to lose that money. Get into this article from Bounding Into Comics. Rumor: Pedro Pascal tapped to play Reed Richards in Fantastic Four because Kevin Feige thought cast was way too white. I am not shocked. People want to raise up Kevin Feige like he's some shining hope of something like that. No, this man has made it very clear he is 100% into the woke demographic, and that's what he's going to do. All these Marvel and MCU flops as of late, they were all greenlit by him because he figured that the fact, that the MCU made so much money, they could start putting out whatever garbage they want, change whatever they want, and people were just going to enjoy it. So this is why I am not shocked that, this rumor would come out and say that. And as for Pedro Pascal, not only is he not white, as Richard is supposed to be, okay, not only is that, but, they just pretty much cooked him in The Mandalorian, which saw massive declines because that was just problematic. Now they want to do it with this. Yeah, this is yet another example of them not giving a shit. And this is what's going to happen. They are just going to keep losing money because, like I've stated before, Marvel and the MCU just don't care anymore. You see it when it comes to Marvel in their comics. You see it when it comes to the MCU in their movies. And you see it in the Disney Plus shows. They don't care. They literally do not care. And this is what we're getting out of it. Let's continue on to get some more information in regards to this. The latest rumor surrounding Marvel Studios' upcoming Fantastic Four film is that Pedro Pascal was tapped to play Reed Richards because Kevin Feige believed the cast was way too white. Like I said, no way when they're going to put 4 white people in leading roles in a movie. That doesn't happen anymore because they must listen to their Twitter overlords who never go and watch anything because these people have no money. But no, let's listen to them. This latest rumor comes from scooper Jeff Snyder, who detailed that Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige conducted screen tests for Reed Richards before the SAG-AFTRA strike went into effect. The screen tests included Jamie Dornan, Christopher Abbott, but allegedly they did not go well. Marvel Studios then approached Jake Gyllenhaal as well as Adam Driver, but they reportedly wanted too much money. No, the rumors I have heard is that a lot of people were not interested, a lot of these actors were not interested in playing the role when they saw the script and how badly Reed Richards was depicted and how badly he was going to be portrayed in the movie. They weren't interested. So maybe some of them said, you know what, if you have to destroy my credibility, I want X amount of money. And maybe they decided, well, you know what, that's too much money to pay now, especially since, we can't put $1 billion in a $1 billion movie in cinemas to save our lives. So that's probably the way it went, but okay. As for the rest of Marvel's first family, Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios were happy with Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, and Ebon Moss-Bachrach as Ben Grimm. I honestly thought they were going to do anything that anybody was going to be Ben Grimm, but then again, the day is still young, you never know. He might be trans or gay or something, so anything could happen. Not only was Gyllenhaal reportedly too expensive, but Snyder detailed that Feige feared that the cast was way too white, in the words of one insider. Not shocking to me at all. Reed Richards would be the character eyed to diversify the cast. Now, why this is not shocking and kind of shocking at the same time? When it comes to the Fantastic Four in comics, at some point, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm have either left or been replaced in the Fantastic Four at one point or another. But the one person who always remains is Reed Richards. One person always remains there is Reed Richards. So maybe if they said to themselves, you know what, we need to diversify somebody. Let's diversify the one person who always remains as kind of the cornerstone of the Fantastic Four. Reed Richards. It's possible. Enter Pedro Pascal. He and his team reportedly engaged with Feige and Marvel Studios following the strike's conclusion. The two parties came to an agreement with Marvel Studios offering to work with Pascal regarding his schedule for other projects such as The Last of Us, Gladiator 2, and Weapons. Why in God's name are you making Gladiator 2? There's nothing to follow up in regards to Gladiator 2. Maximus died. That was the end of the movie. That's how it wrapped up. It wrapped up really well. No, you want to make Gladiator 2 for what? What story do you want to tell? It's not like it was some kind of recurring story. It had a beginning, a middle, and an end. It was an enclosed story following Maximus, and he got revenge for his family. He died and he went with them into the afterlife. That's the end of it. But no, you don't want to let that go, so they're making Gladiator. God. Snyder believes Pascal is now confirmed as Mr. Fantastic. However, it might not be a done deal. Deadline's Justin Kroll reports a deal is far from done. However, Kroll does note that Pascal is in talks with Marvel Studios to take on the role. The main issue with Pascal is scheduling. Kroll reports insiders add that scheduling is still being worked out, but multiple sources close to the negotiations are saying it's headed in the right direction for Pascal to do this and his other future projects. The man had to work here to make his money okay. I'm just saying, boy. The Fantastic Four film is expected to begin shooting early next year at Pinewood Studios in the United Kingdom. Great. The idea that Kevin Feige would believe the cast is way too white is plausible. Yep, very true. Feige made it abundantly clear that the reason Eternals was pushed to the front of the company's production schedule was because it changed the character's race, gender, and sexuality. Like I said, Kevin Feige is heavily involved in that crap. And to use Eternals as any kind of bridging point, that movie was so god-awful terrible, it wasn't even funny. I know people to this day who have never watched it because they heard it was terrible. I watched it and I can tell you, it's terrible. It's really, really a terrible movie. It was just dotish and yeah. They went in there, like they say, they changed characters, race, gender, and sexuality, and then tried to parade as like the best thing ever. He told Variety, well, the notion of switching up the genders, sexualities, and ethnicities of the characters from the comics was baked in initially. That was part of what Nate Moore was really advocating for in moving Eternals to the top of the list for us to start working on it. Bombed the hard, and what did you say? Nothing, because you enjoy that nonsense. Yeah. They talk here about the Walt Disney Company, Marvel Studios parent company, also had a number of racist casting policies on the books. On the company's Reimagine Tomorrow website. That whole Reimagine Tomorrow thing was just one giant race-filled nonsense. When you hire these so-called diversity experts or diversity, whatever you want to call them, and their only job is just to be black women who literally have a problem with everybody who's white, this is what you get. It's not nonsense at all, but this is what they were putting out there. They can't go through that nonsense. That is going to get back to what I was talking about. You have Pedro Pascal set to play Reed Richards in Fantastic Four, a character who has always been white, because why? You want diversity in everything at the expense of everything. Well, there we have it. The Fantastic Four is coming out. Reed Richards is going to be race swapped. Sue Storm is going to be a woman who hates a toxic, controlling bastard husband. We don't know what's going to happen with Ben Grimm or Johnny Storm, but with the way current day Marvel and the MCU are, we best hold on for whatever train wreck is going to come out of that. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, so hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell, you'll be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.